You know how when you're growing up, you're in the car with your family getting home from either a dinner or some trip or whatever. You look out the car window and you can imagine like a superhero running along the rooftops of all the buildings you're driving by. Well, I kind of I never gave up that concept. I love superheroes, as you can kind of tell. I love superheroes. I love the concept. I love all the morals they stand for, right? I even have some superheroes of my own. I have little Lego figurines, little minifigures of all the superheroes I've created over the years. And out of all the fantastical ones, the ones with actual superpowers and have fantastical items and weapons or whatnot, there's one character that I created that really resonates with me, and that is the Knight Rider. I don't have names for a lot of my characters. I just have the figures, but this guy, I created a name, and Knight Rider. It's not that it's not anything creative, right? But his whole deal is that he doesn't have powers, right? It's just a dude. It's like Batman or whatever, but no money. He's just a dude, and he's just doing what needs to be done because he feels like it should be done, right? He kind of the whole with responsibility, with great power comes great responsibility, except he doesn't have great power. He has some power, right? And there's something about this character that really resonates with me, really connects with me. And I kind of in my head, I've kind of written him to have BPD like me. He in my little universe I've made of superheroes. He's low key my self insert character. You know, I know a lot of people do that. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I don't give a shit. It's my that's my Legos. I don't care. But I've always been fascinated by this character because of all of the stories that I could think of writing for this guy. For all my other superheroes that I have, I can kind of make a story that I can write about and have it make sense. For one of my characters, he's from the future. He gets sent back in time and he has to recruit a bunch of other heroes to save the world, right? Another guy, he's a scientist who experiment goes wrong. He has soul powers, right? But for this guy, I could genuinely I have so much like material to work with because of how grounded his character is. He's mostly just a guy who is just trying his best to make the world better around him, right? Today, I kind of just wanted to talk about this character because I really do, I really want to write a book about him at some point in my life. I've talked before about how I want to write a book, and it is about this character. I want to call it like maybe like Tales of the Knight Rider or something, right? Something stupid like that. But the whole premise of the book, the whole premise of the character really is a guy struggling with mental health issues who doesn't see he doesn't see a different outcome for his life other than ending it prematurely until one day right when he's about to make a decision, right? Permanent decision, he hears someone cry out for help. He comes to their rescue, and at that moment his life veers to a completely different path, right? I really want to share this guy's story, right? Because I feel like there's a lot of men out there. I say men, I mean people, but he's a dude, right? More men are gonna relate to it, obviously. I'm also writing it from a male's perspective, so I don't know. There's a lot of dudes out there that I feel like are in that similar position where one good day or one good moment could really turn their entire lives around. The whole point of the Knight Rider, the whole point of this character that I have, his whole MO, right, is that in order in order for the day to change, in order for a new day to come, you must embrace the change of the night, right? I have the whole point is day and night kind of bullshit, right? I have barely any of this planned, but the whole point is that he has to embrace all of himself, all of the parts that he hates about himself, the his mental illness, how it affects him, how it affects his daily life. He has to embrace it and really be like be comfortable in his own skin in order for his own personal growth to come to fruition, right? This character I've had in my head, I think I've genuinely, out of all of my characters, which I tell you what, I have some pretty creative ideas. Out of all of my characters, I really enjoy thinking of stories for him the most, just because of how much I can relate to them, you know? Because at the end of the day, again, this is like a self insert character. It is mainly me kind of venting my own frustrations with my own mental health, my own borderline personality disorder, which I've talked about before. Mainly just like trying to deal with it as the best that I can in order to not go fucking batshit crazy. I I really like this character because it is an outlet for me to kind of get those frustrations out, but it also is, I can kind of use story arcs for this character as a way for my own personal growth. I feel like at some point I'm gonna kind of tailor this one towards dudes because I feel like most of us can relate to this. We all imagine that someday somehow we'll get superpowers and or like weapons or armor or something to let us save people, let us have the ability to positively impact people's lives. This Knight Rider character is that for me. He like, I don't know how to explain this without sounding crazy, but whenever I feel down or I feel like life is just not going the way I need it to be going, I kind of slip into that persona, and that kind of like it lets me realize like no, I got to keep moving forward. I got to keep like working and keep making videos or keep going to the gym, keep it up. I can't allow myself to slip back into my old my old ways because that I'm not that guy anymore, you know. I've progressed. I've noticed I noticed like after I came out, again, I'm gonna sound even more crazy. After I came out of the psych ward, I kind of like related to this character even more. I sound like a fucking I sound like a schizo right now. I don't know. What I'm trying to say really is, honestly, I don't even have more for this one. I just wanted to talk about my character. You know what? I'll do this one. I've I've really wanted to share this story for a while because that I know that it has been helping me like kind of cope and deal with having and living with borderline personality disorder. You know, after I came to the realization I had it, this character has been helping me kind of move through it. And I wanted to share his story because I know a lot of other people aren't. And as a dude, it is kind of scary to go out and ask for help and admit that something's wrong with you. So I wanted to share my story and share this story at some point. Again, I have nothing planned out, nothing written, nothing. I'm probably gonna end up streaming myself writing this down so I can hold myself accountable to it. But I wanted to share this story just to get it out there, and so people can at least like know something is out there tailored tailored for them. You know, tailored for the guys that have horrible mood swings that they kind of can't control, and it horribly impacts their day all the fucking time. And you there's some like I this character is so interesting to me because it's like a caricature of me, you know. I don't know, I think it's cool. At some point I'm gonna write this book. I'll call it literally Tales of the Knight Rider. I'm gonna make a three-part series or something. Look out for it. You're not alone. It's men's mental health month. It sucks. It sucks, but we keep moving forward because that's what we do, guys. It's what we do. We keep moving forward. We don't give up. In order In order for the day to come, we must embrace the change of the night. Thank you.